either they camp mega hard or they just like want to play neutral and use their movement to be aggressive. So we'll see.
So we will see. Taking it to Smashville, everyone's favorite.
Both of these characters have some goofy like horizontal combos that maybe could lead to some early kills, but they're both going to be playing kind of defensive early on just to kind of feel the other person out. So we'll see if anything like that happens or not. Good use of the spin dash invincibility, just tanking through those Thunder Jolt hits so that Tentakiller can get in there. But
yeah, that's going to be the main tool of getting in, is being able to jump or have invincibility to get over all those Thunder Jolts.
Proud repping Team Beer as always.
As always. Never seen him not rep Team Beer.
Me neither. Always the trucker hat too.
Yeah, that too.
He's got a match.
He had a trucker hat for a couple. He was wearing it for a while, but he's elected to go with the Chance the Rapper 3 hat.
Ah, the flat bill. Tyro used to rock that for a long time too.
Oh yeah,
he wore it forward though.
Yeah, I've never been at a tournament with Tyroy though, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he was at Full Bloom, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, then I just didn't see him.
Yeah,
but
he
actually Tentakiller taking that first stock pretty quick. I think Pikachu was in quick attack, which makes him a lot more vulnerable to hit if you time it correctly.
Definitely. Yeah, his hurt box gets like really big.
It's ridiculously big.
It looks really, really weird when he gets hit out of it a lot of times. Tentakiller getting some nice combos in here, trying to get this this extra credit.
So far he's been playing a lot more aggressive, and the aggressive playstyle so far has been winning. So we'll see how Prod can adapt.
Prod seems to be trying to respond to that with aggression, but it's just a hair too late. So he's getting a lot of his stuff shielded, and that means that Tentakiller gets big punishes.
All right, trying to rush him for a grab, but going to get punished.
Prod loves pivot forward smash.
Yep, he does. And it helps when everyone lands right in the vicinity of where that's going to be at. So.
Definitely. Well, and he mixes up the spacing. So, like, even when you're approaching Prod, you're like, okay, I know he wants pivot up smash here. But you don't know where he's going to throw it out, so it makes it kind of a mind game.
Right. Now, Tentakiller should be playing this a little bit more defensively just because he has the lead. So we'll see. Is the clock on 6 minutes?
I think so. I think they've just been racing through.
Yeah. Oh, but just like that, though, Prod has brought it back.
Ooh, trying to get the 2-frame with the forward smash. Not happening for him yet.
Prod is pretty good at adopting to people's playstyles, too.
Yeah, he is.
So if he loses that first game, is that going to do it?
Oh, it is going to do it.
So he may have lost his game. Good stuff to Tentakiller, too. But he adapts pretty well, so we'll see what happens.
Probably going to be looking to be a little bit safer with the quick attack.
Yeah.
But good catch from Tentakiller to take game 1. I have no idea what the pick ban looks like in this matchup.
Well, if Sonic's probably going to ban by Lilat, because Tentakiller also has a deep hatred for Lilat. So probably they'll elect to go FD or probably Town and City.
That makes sense. Especially because Pikachu, like, quick attack automatically cancels on Lilat's tilt, so Pikachu just gets nutty stuff on Lilat.
Yep. But actually, Prod, he's going to elect to go back to Smashville. Prod actually doesn't like to choose Lilat because he thinks it's quote-unquote unfair.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a Benson kind of mindset.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. At first, I was like, you cocky, you telling me I can go wherever I want, ban, dang it. But I just understand that's just how he is, and he does it with everybody. So.
Yeah. It's definitely not a cocky thing. I mean, he's playing against Anti at Full Bloom, and still, it's like, oh yeah, you just pick stage. Like, what? Prod, it looks like Prod is off to a better start. He may have also picked Smashville because it's actually the smallest stage.
Okay, I could see that.
So that way he can kind of stay on top of Tentakiller and try to press his advantage a little bit more when he gets it. But Tentakiller doing that right back to him too. Spin dashing right in here. Prod with these nairs out of shield doing some work for him.
All right.
Good weight from Tentakiller. What kind of things did you notice in your set against Prod that you tried to exploit?
Well, hopping over, it's kind of easy to punish Thunder Jolts. With Corrin, I'm just able to leap over them individually and pressure with back air.
Gotcha.
And it has if Prod doesn't space it correctly, he's going to get hit.
Uh-huh.
And then Thunder, if he misses the cloud, or if he hits a cloud even, you got to be able to punish that if he misses.
Gotcha.
'Cause that's going to leave him very vulnerable for an up air. For Sonic, it could be forward air, more likely a back air. So Tentakiller it's kind of like fighting a final boss where he has that big, powerful move. But once you avoid it,
He's really vulnerable.
Yeah, he's really vulnerable. That's kind of what you got to do, because Prod's going to be looking for that Thunder.
Yes, he is. Oh, and Tentakiller not able to find the punishes yet.
Oh, but B, a very rare tool that Sonic mains use. Dash is going to do it.
That dash attack looks so funny when it kills.
It looks very funny when it kills, because it also kills to me a little bit early.
Yeah. Well, you got this tiny little mouse who just like hurls itself at you, and somehow that's just killing early.
Well,
I mean, I guess
use a Skull Bash, which
sure, but Skull Bash is a custom move, man. Customs are banned here.
Isn't a side B technically Skull Bash?
I think it's something else. Maybe it's Volt Tackle. I don't know.
Maybe. All right, but so Tentakiller's not been able to get in. Prod is really doing a really good job.
Oh, that'll do it though.
Yeah, that'll do it. And
Prod's getting messed up for these recoveries.
Yeah, he just needs to recover to the ledge as quick as possible. But he's been doing a really good job so far of getting and calling out Tentakiller's offensive options.
Tentakiller still trying to play offense. He's kind of forced to at this point.
Yeah. At this point, you have no choice. But really Sonic has good tools to get in. Oh. He was expecting the air dodge and had to follow up for it, but he was not able to get it.
It's not a bad route to go for, though, because it means that even if you miss, you're just recovering to the ground safely. Couple more little combos here. Tentakiller starting to make this percentage climb for him. Probably getting at down tilt, but not finding the 50-50. Pivot fits, F smash, not killing.
And that's going to do it.
Yep, that up smash is going to do it. One of the things that Cells tells the people that he coaches is if you get knocked into disadvantage, especially off stage, there's like a progression you got to go through. Like you got to grab the ledge, and then you got to get back on the stage, and then you get back to center stage. And like you can skip steps sometimes,
right?
But you can't just your automatic thought can't be to do that, because otherwise people are going to punish you like Prod just did there.
Right, and you got to mix it up too. Oh, apparently Prod has won 13 times.
Dang, that's impressive.
But yeah, sometimes you got to mix it up too, because if you're going to stage or if you're going to ledge every time, a good opponent's going to pick up on it.
Yeah.
So that is true, but you also need to sometimes switch it up.
For sure. Yeah, because good opponents are going to be able to time that 2-frame too, and then I mean, pretty much everything's off the table as far as getting back to the stage safely.
But Tentakiller for the most part has been recovering high, and Prod's been able to take advantage of that. So we are going to FD, which is basically what Sonic wants to do in this matchup. He doesn't want any crazy edge cancel shenanigans with quick attacks. So.
Yep. Yeah, it gets very, very simple. Pikachu also really likes platform combos. Sonic, that's not really as much of a thing. He has got a couple, but it's not as common.
Tentakiller's been doing a good job of calling out his air dodges. So if Prod wants to take this game and move on, he definitely needs to look to mix it up. And that somehow did not hit.
Just a little bit early, I think.
Yep.
He's still rolling, and that has all the intangibility on it.
All of it.
Quick dash attack.
All right, so
this is Prod's game plan. Force Tentakiller to approach with these Thunder Jolts, and then Tentakiller's got to figure out how to do it safely. He's able to there, though. Gets some big damage. Big damage for this matchup, at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Spin charge.
All right, that was good to get away. He was about to land on him, and as we've seen so far, every time that somebody lands on Prod, they're going to get punished for it.
Yep.
All right, nice down air.
Tentakiller's forced, it looks like at least, he's forced into kind of a weird spot because most of his combos come off of spin charge.
Yeah.
Spin dash only has a couple, but then you don't have the invincibility, so Thunder Jolt's just going to mess you up.
All right, he predicted quick attack, was not able to hit him.
And there's the point you were making earlier about sometimes you have to skip the progression.
Yep.
That time he pops past, avoids the 2-frame opportunity.
All right, so just going to go for a 4th throw just to get him off the stage.
Quick attack.
All right. Oh, that was nice to get all under those under jolts.
Definitely. And Prod responds with an aggressive option, which works out for him there.
Nabi's not going to kill yet.
Ooh, gets him with the first part of the quick attack. He's starting to do those, like, diagonal.
And that's going to...
Not quite. Good DI.
Yeah, it was a good DI.
Prod's starting to do those diagonal quick attacks again that got him messed up with the fair from Tentakiller. See, Tentakiller saw it and tried to go for it there.
That.
Yep.
All right, so Tentakiller needs to try to take the stock as quickly as possible. I just don't think you want to add on extra credit.
Definitely not.
So.
Avoid that as much as you can.
Right.
That fair is taking it.
Fair's going to take it. All right, another taunt to power him up, but that did not work last game, so we'll see how that goes. All right, Prod getting a lot of damage off. Then here comes Tentakiller.
Not getting too much, though. Ooh, good forward smash. calls out the spin dash.
Calls out the recovery.
Doesn't get the 2-frame there. Prod very clearly like knows all of the distances that Sonic's different moves like travel and how fast they do, because he's just calling things out directly.
Exactly, and I think because there's a lot of just Sonics in Indiana, and then there's Keats who he plays a lot. I don't know anyone else in NG that really has a Sonic. I guess Morty occasionally, but
the other part of it is Prod doesn't live in Indy, so it's not he doesn't get as much of the practice from getting to play with Morty.
Yeah. At least in all other seasons other than summer.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, this is exactly what he needs to do. He just wants to play far away, let Tentakiller screw up, and then punish him for it.
That could be it?
All
no.
Right.
Good air dodge.
Yeah.
That's probably
that's going to do it.
All right. So Prod taking a pretty close set, 2-1. He did exactly what you mentioned. He adapted. He figured out how Tentakiller was approaching him and just started stuffing it.
Yep.
So good stuff to Prod moving on.
Well, when a player plays mostly an offensive play style,